Hello, this is Katie Carney from Katie Carney Stitching, and it is July 19th, and this is my Flosstube number 86. Hello everyone on a Wednesday. It's still warm here in Scranton, but I wanted to come on for a little bit of an early video because I won't be home this weekend, and because I did get my Frogwarts Year 4 box, so at the end of this video I'm going to show you all that. I had been thinking I really didn't have a ton of, I have a ton to show you, but I didn't have a ton of cross stitch to show, and then I remembered that I had a finish that I hadn't showed you, so here we are, unless I already showed you and I forgot, but I don't think so. So, first off, last time I saw you, I have an FFO. Last time I saw you, I showed you Jesus. He was finished. And over the weekend, I went to, well, I told you about the Great Frame Saga. Couldn't find anything. I never did get to Salvation Army, but I remembered that I had a gift card for Joann Fabrics. So I ran to Joann's on Saturday after getting my car inspected. Sorry, there's a mourning dove outside my window. I ran to Joann's after getting my car inspected, and I found a beautiful frame. And it ended up, it was on clearance for $20, but it came up $12.50. But let me tell you, their frame, my store moved to a smaller location with higher ceilings. It's the old AC Moore, and it's terrible. They have probably half the stock that they used to have, and because of the higher ceilings, they have stuff up higher. So then it kind of feels claustrophobic in the fabric sections because the new racks for fabric are black. I don't know why. So I don't love it. I've only been there a couple times, but I had a gift card. So I found the perfect frame, and you can see how pretty that is. It's the just perfect color. And now I'm going to show you Jesus. So the frame is 11 by 14, and it came with a white mat. And the white was very stark. So I asked the girl at the cutting counter, because I had asked if I could open the frame and make sure it was going to fit. I said to her, do you still sell pre-cut mats? Because they used to sell, like, you know, a couple different colors of 8 by 10 mats for 11 by 14 frames. And she said, oh no, we haven't carried those in a while. So when I took the frame out, I thought to myself, flip that mat over. And although the beveling is now the opposite way, it still looks great, and it's a cream color, so it's not as stark next to the fabric. So here he is. So I have this hanging in my bedroom, and when I'm laying in bed, I'm kind of not looking at him because he's on the wall next to the bed. So I'm kind of looking at it like an angle like that. And it is so real. Wow. So he is complete. And you can see how the beveling kind of goes the opposite way it normally would, but I think it looks great. I laced this on an 8 by 10 piece of mat board. I took my time in a way that I have never taken my time matting before. I think that the frame is perfect. That little bit of gold kind of breaks up the wood, and then using the back side with the off-white is great. It's not museum glass, so I am sorry about the glare. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I did enter it into, so my county does not have a fair, but we have one a little ways away, and it's the closest one, and they take out of county entries. So I did enter this. It was free. I just have to drop it off the first week in August. So wouldn't it be nice if this was my picture? So that is my FFO, and now let me pull out my FOs. So now let's talk about my FO, and that is to all, not to all a good night, Christmas, I don't remember. It's this one. I finished it, got all that back stitching in. You can see, so obviously this is back stitched, his face, and then all around Santa, you can't really see it, all of that is gold, and then kind of all over the stars are that gold filament, the diamant. So this is on 14 count opalescent Aida using the called for anchor. You could use DMC or anchor, and I used the anchor. And it was really fast, really easy. I used Pattern Keeper for it, and I just have to frame it. And that's a Christmas gift for a friend, so that is going in the to frame pile. What else? Well, let me show you some more Christmas in July work. Oh my gosh, the woman across the street, her car alarm, it goes off a couple times a day. It goes off in the middle of the night. I'm at a loss. This woman's car alarm is making me crazy. I'm sure you can hear that. Okay, so these are Frost Christmas ornaments this year. It comes with the supplies to make what I thought was 6, but I have a feeling I'm going to be able to make a lot more. So I did the first 4 on Saturday, and here they are. So they're wired beads. So there's the first one. And the second one. So the only thing, I don't have a ton of these gold ones, but I have in my collection these beads, and there's some small like silver ones, and then these, which has a bunch of gold that are close enough to the right size, because each kit uses, each star uses one of these, and each kit came with a bag like this. So my plan is to make as many as I can out of each kit, and if I have to buy a little bit of wire, so be it. So here's number 3, and then here is number 4. So the wire comes on these little spools, and that's the first spool. So I probably have enough to do another like half of one, and then this is the second spool. So the kit calls for 6, and I have a feeling I'm going to get probably at least 8, if not 10. So as always with her ornaments, I just keep going because I'd rather have too many. I can always give them away as gifts to my friends, or, you know, whatever. They won't go to waste. I've sold them over the years, all sorts of stuff. Then I have not shown you my knitting for a little while, and actually tonight on This Is the Traveler, I finished the body. I just have to do the sleeves now. Let me try it on for you. It's a little short right now. It needs washed, and when I wash it, it will, oh, this is backwards. Hold, please. It fits is really what I'm trying to show you. So you can see that it's a little cropped. It is supposed to be cropped, but it'll come down about another inch or 2. So I'm very excited. And then I really pushed the push on to, sorry about that, my best friend called me. So anyway, I'm really glad that I finished that section of the sweater because I need the needles. I'm starting to take with me this weekend. I'm starting another sweater, and it's a free pattern, and I got the yarn from Joann's. It was on clearance. It's 2 colors, two colors of orange that look very nice together. And I'm going to do a striped top down, just raglan sweater. Let's see if there's a picture here. So it'll be that sweater without the design on the sleeve, and then it'll be striped. So turns out, in the hundreds of needles I have, apparently I only have one set of 5s, which is crazy to me. So I started this today, and I did just there was an inch of ribbing for the neck. So that's done. And then I will pack this, and I'll pack those size 5 needles, and I'll take it with me, and we'll see how much I get done. It's top down, should be very easy as long as I don't have an IV. If I do have an IV, there will be no stitching. But that's one of the things I'm bringing with me. And then I have a like halfway, a stitching finished but not beaded object. And that is my Mill Hill kit that I've been working on. And normally I finished this Saturday morning while I was getting my car inspected. Normally Saturday I would have done the beading, but where I do my beading had the Christmas ornaments. So you can't have things everywhere. So there's the stitching on that. So all I have to do is add the beads, and then that will be done. I'll probably do that next weekend before I allow myself to pull the Christmas ornaments back out. But we are just Christmas in Julying it, my friends. And speaking of Christmas in July, when I finished Jesus, I told you that I was going to pick up, or when I finished that To All a Good Night or whatever it's called, I can't remember. It's by Stitchrovia. I was going to pick up Christmas Spirit. I love this piece. This is lavender and lace. I'm doing it on 32 count natural linen with the called for DMC. So the first thing that I had wanted to work on was, was this bottom section right here. And I did. And then I went through, apparently my stitch markers have stuck together. And then I went through and I put the candles in. So I finished the whole wreath itself. And then I moved my hoop and I started Santa's hat. And you can see I did the tassel this morning, which is in that gold at the bottom. So here is how far I've gotten. I have not had much time for sitting and stitching with this. I've been very busy and now I won't be home for several days, but it's moving along. I don't think I'll finish it this year. I had wanted to, but although you never know, maybe I'm just going to keep working. I've been in the mood to finish. So when I've been picking things up like Jesus, like that Christmas project, I've just been stitching to get them done. So maybe I won't have anything interesting to show you because I'm just working on Santa. Who knows? So I showed you Santa. And then before I get into Frogwarts, I just wanted to show you a little bit of haul, not a lot. On Prime Day, I got 2 different colors. So they were 2 packs. These are little embroidered baggies, like bags, like change purses. So I got 4, thinking I would make them for my friends because they were on sale. I think for 2 they were like $14 each. Didn't know that it came with hoops, 2 needle threaders, snips. I mean, so I'm ready to go. But I have 3 girlfriends that I'm very, very close with, and I figured I could make one for each of us for Christmas, if not this year, next year. So there's that. And then I also got this, I know the lighting is weird, but it's just gray 14 count Aida. And the brand is Kaydo, C-A-Y-D-O. And it was pretty cheap, and it's 39 inches by 25 and a half inches. So it's a nice piece. I think it was $10. And I like gray. Oh, here's the other 2 kits. So I got the like tan and then a navy blue. And then, oh, I got a lovely package in the mail from one of you, and you know who you are, and thank you very much. So I put a lot of it away, but I wanted to show you a couple things. First off, the pattern that I am doing the top-down sweater on, she gave me a knitting book, and I'm doing a mix of the pattern from the book and that top-down raglan. The book pattern does not go up to my size. It only goes up to a large. Very brief day and time was I a large. So I'm doing a mix of that sweater from her and the free sweater from Tin Can Knits. So that's one thing. And then she sent, there were some magazines, which I always love. And this, look at this white Santa with the little bunnies. I hate bunnies, but I love this Santa. So this is Celebrations Leisure Arts 1991. And then look at how beautiful this leaflet is with the angel. Oh, I love this. I want to start this today and I cannot. And then I also, this is a kit for these two. Can I take them out? For these two Santas, but instead of doing them on the white, I'm going to do them on this gray Ada that I have in stash. Not to be confused with the gray Ada that I just ordered. Apparently I've been in the mood for gray Ada. So that is my haul. So we're 16 minutes in, and hopefully I'm going to remember that this is where, if you haven't gotten your Frogwarts box, or if you get one, or if you care, that I'm going to start showing mine. So hang on, I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so it's Frogwarts year 4. I have done all the years. I'll be honest, for me, it is a very, 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 very expensive way for me to get a pattern and a mug. The rest of it, I'm like, eh. So this is what I have. The first thing that came in the box, this is in no particular order. This is a Spew hat, which is the Society for the Promotion of Elfish Welfare. And while I love a hat and I don't think I look bad in a baseball cap, red baseball caps have kind of been ruined, but I'll probably wear it anyway. The second thing is going away with me this weekend. Normally when I go away, I bring a scarf, like a big pashmina, but I'm going to bring this instead because it's just a soft and fluffy blanket. And it is the Yule Ball in a blanket. So the top is just the Great Hall. And then the bottom is everyone dancing. And so at the bottom is Hermione in her beautiful dress. And then Harry. The figures kind of remind me of in the 7th movie, when they have the Tales of Beetle the Bard, or whatever it is. The figures kind of remind me of that. So this is going to go with me in my bag. And then what else did we get? Okay. So we got a small project bag with the mermaids from the second task. I like the size of this. It's smaller than their bags normally are, but I don't love, the mermaids were so miserable looking that it's kind of like, do I want to keep a project in this? But I like the size, so I will. Next is the Bertie Bott's Ever Flavor Beans for this year. And the colors are Berry Crunch, that's this blue. Candy Cream, it's the yellow. Chocolate Frog, it's a brown. Peach, which is very peachy. It's multicolored, variegated, I mean. And Sugar Quill, which is very bubblegum pink. And I feel like I have a bubblegum pink from them for one of the years, but that's okay. They were no weird flavors this year. No earwax. I think the earwax color I've used several times. So that's okay though. Then we got a temporary tattoo, which was the dark mark, which, you know, their dark marks are on their arms. If you're a Harry Potter nerd like I am, I will not be putting that on. We got this very, very lime green quick quotes quill, 32 count Lagana. It's an 1/8 of a yard, and this is from Bestitch Me. We got why can't I think of the guy's name? We got the false eye of the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, who is actually, we got his fake eye. Why can't I think of his name? Maybe it's on here. This is, they always give you like a menu of what everything is. Oh, let's see. Mad Eye Moody. It came with these two patterns from Firewing Designs. I'm actually going to send these to Jen because I will never stitch these, either of them. They're just not my style. I kind of like the bottom. Oh, there goes Mad Eye's eye. I kind of like the bottom of this one. Everything is falling. Everything is falling. Then we got a Portkey pen. And it's got like, it's like a maze in there. So I think that the Portkey pen is probably also supposed to be the maze at the end of the movie, like the Triwizard maze. But let's see if I'm making that up. Third, oh yes, I was right. It's time to enter the maze for the third task. Can you solve it and reach the Triwizard trophy first? Oh no, it's a Portkey. See, I wasn't even thinking about the Portkey in the maze. I was thinking about the Portkey that they take to the Quidditch World Cup. Anyway. They also sent a Care of Magical Creatures wax. I opened this and I gagged. It stinks. The smell is vile. It smells like your basement when it's been wet and it's about to turn into mold. Like mossy mold. But not outside mossy mold, in your basement mossy mold. It stinks. Sorry, my grandmother was calling me from downstairs, so then I was worried she was dead. She was not dead. Anyway, so, stinks, and the issue is, apparently there is something in here, and you have to, melt it to get to it, but it smells. Ugh. I cannot believe that they put this in a box that I spent that much money on, because who would want their house to smell like a moldy basement? I was really very disappointed in this. Like, it's vile. Stinks. Then, whoops, we got a Quidditch World Cup ticket wallet. Sadly, I don't carry a wallet. I carry like a wristlet, but it's cute. I wish I would have had this when I was like 20. I'm kind of old now to carry a purse like that. And then the last two things were our needle minder for the year came in a velvet bag, and it was our dragon for the first tournament. And I got the Chinese fireball, which you're never going to be able to see because of the glare. I can barely see it. So it's very, very dark, and it is kind of hard to see. I will say the first year it was a chocolate frog card, like the shape of the thing with our name on it, and that was awesome. And then year 2 was another wooden one, and it was the footsteps that on like the Marauders map. And they were definitely my 2 favorites. These kind that they have like that are metal, I can never read them. But again, very expensive way for me to get this, which is the mug. So the mug this time is Drumstag, Hogwarts. There's the Hogwarts students coming in on the, or there's the cup. I thought it was the Hogwarts Express. And then there's the, hippogriffs. Is that what they're called? Whatever. And then Madame Maxie's, the school from France coming in. So, I liked the mug. We've been here for 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Car alarm again. And the last thing is the reason I do this is for the band sampler year 4. I will say the problem with the... I'm not the one who designs it, so I do not get to pick what is in it. And it is a really big dragon. Like half the pattern is the dragon from the first challenge, and that is not at all what I would have picked to be the centerpiece, because for me that part of the book is just kind of so not what I would have picked for the centerpiece, but it is what it is. I want to do all of them. So yeah, it's got some spells written on it. The Triwizard Tournament, the maze is most of the background. The mermaid is there. I can't really tell what everything is. The goblet with the, and then the Quidditch thing. So, let's see. Nope, there's no... I had heard rumor that there might have been a conversion to not do the dragon, but apparently that is not true. I really don't like the dragon, but what can you do? So it was okay this year. Year 1 was so good. None of the rest of them have been as good as year 1 was. I wasn't disappointed, but I was not like, rah, rah, rah. I was like, spent a lot of money on a pattern and a mug. Because, I mean, my other mugs are, you can see them, they're right there. So it'll go with the collection. So it was fine. I'm very upset. I'm upset by that disgusting wax melt. I mean, maybe there are people out there who like it. It stinks though. I spent a lot of money for that to stink that bad. But anyway, that's that. So thank you all for watching. If you watch this before the 23rd, keep me in your good thoughts. Wish me luck. Hopefully I will be doing lots of stitching and knitting and reading, and nothing bad will happen. I will be working on, if I cross stitch, I will be working on Prairie Schooler 1994, which will be great. Sunflowers for July. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I will see you all probably the first week of August. Like I said, I recorded this a little early because I wanted to get the Frogwarts box viewing done before I went this weekend, and I also wanted to make sure that I showed you Jesus before I entered him in the fair. And I hope that you all have a great couple weeks. It was so good to catch up with you. Please stay safe. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for reaching out to me privately. Thank you for your thoughts, for your prayers, for your good juju. I'm grateful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.